Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Harlequin here, and welcome to another episode of HarlequinCasts on War 2 Retribution. Today's game is I don't know why I said that so aggressively that time. I just have fun with the intro every now and then. Today's game is going to be a fun little 1 versus 1. But first up, I'd like to announce the winners of last week's Dark Angel DLC giveaway contest. For those of you who weren't aware, basically giving away a bunch of free DLC codes to random Twitter followers. If you would like to be eligible for the next random contest, all you got to do is follow me on Twitter, HarlequinCasts at Twitter. It's pretty simple. So, first up, before we announce them, I wanted to give 2 honorable mentions to 2 fine gentlemen from the Game Replays community, also viewers of the channel, who donated keys to be given away. So, today I would like to thank Mr. Wigdaga, a fantastic gentleman from GR, and also Mr. Awesome, who is an awesome gentleman, and his name is also Awesome. It's an awesome name, but it's actually awesome. So, anyhow, both of them donated the keys that they had. They didn't need them, and we were able to send those out to the community. So, 3 Twitter followers who won this week. We have Mr. Azdrubal from Russia. We have Mr. Karak all the way from South Africa. And then we have Mr. Awesome from the United Kingdom. So congratulations to the 3 of them. All 3 of them have activated their keys and are enjoying them just fine. So it took a couple of days to contact everybody and figure out who they were and whatnot. But now that that's all straightened out, I'm happy to be doing this. And I would like to make this a regular thing. By the way, if you happen to find yourselves in similar positions to Wigdogger or Awesome and you have extra keys for whatever reason that you would like to donate to the community, feel free to let me know. I would be happy to facilitate that transaction. So I know some people had collector's editions or whatever and had extra gear that they didn't need, war gear codes or DLC codes. Whatever you got, if you would like to give it away to the community, feel free to let me know. That's easy enough to work out here. So anyhow, moving on to today's game. Today's game is Fantastic versus 2 very highly skilled 1 versus 1 players. In the northern position today, playing as the Caeltos Lord, we have Mr. Caeltos himself. As you can see, already slingshotting his Chaos Lord off to victory there with all of his nice little adornments and everything else. Caeltos is currently ranked, I think, 40th on the ladder. I am sure I will put up some nice looking graphics that'll give you exact numbers out there, but he has a nice little impressive win-to-loss ratio. Last time I had checked, he's kind of rocketing his way up the ladder, and I've been having some fun just playing some games with him anyways, as I do love just to kind of play random team games with other players that I've seen out there. His opponent today, in stark contrast with his bright, sparkling clean white outfits, we have Mr. Aki commanding the Apothecary for the Space Marines. Aki is a phenomenal player. He is actually highest ranked on the 1 versus 1 ladder. Last I checked, he is like 2,500 and something rating. Once again, I'm going to put up a delicious little graphic right about here, actually, that'll show exactly what his score is and his win-loss ratio and everything else like that. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this game started here. By the way, a fun little thing I did this week, just to kind of proof of concept something. I sat down, I grabbed a whole bunch of different players that I had in my Meet the Players cast, plus a random selection of other just kind of all-star casts, and brought all the guys together, and we sat down and we had a little improvised King of the Hill on the spot. But there was a twist to it. Not only did the players play and swap positions every time somebody lost, but whoever left the game jumped into the commentator slot. So I basically co-casted like 7 games in a row, and we had all these different players coming on board. We sometimes had 2 or 3 commentators at the same time. So if you want to catch that, it's very entertaining. We were just having a lot of fun there, but you get to hear all sorts of different players commenting on each other's games during that series. So that's going to be coming up later this week. Pretty fun there. Anyhow, let's take a look around now and just kind of see the capture patterns going on right here. As you will see, there are Tactical Marines out on the field already for Aki, bumping right into the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord, by the way, got some Chaos Space Marines out early. Now getting a second squad of Heretics here. Never a bad idea to kind of walk away and just take a look at these Tactical Marines for a moment here with all of their aesthetic upgrades in bright white. Looking fantastic there, but never a bad idea to keep some distance between you and the Chaos Lord. Pretty much you just want to kite him away until he turns around, and then, oh yeah, if you've got your game on top of your micro the way Aki does, you simply turn around and then plug that Chaos Lord full of bolter shots, and that's exactly what he's doing. The Chaos Lord, of course, obviously wants to get in really close, using his kill the weak ability in order to gain some life back and whatnot. We have a single generator up right now for Aki, and given that he hasn't built anything else, sometimes that would mean that he's going to be going for an Assault Marine, so we'll have to see exactly what he's planning on getting there. But obviously his third unit out there requires some power, but we'll see what he's got. And it looks like he's going for Devastators. Ooh, so early Devastators on the field right now. Not half bad. Again, we got 2 power nodes being captured right now by Caeltos. Here, once again, we can see the Chaos Lord just kind of running around, hacking and slashing at various units that you can see out there. We've already seen this kind of this little interplay right here. Once again, we'll see, do they turn around? Yes, they do, and they plug him full of bolter shots once again. So he's in control of that situation over there. Notice, by the way, the captures that Caeltos has right now, just by distracting this entire time in the front base, and notice he's taking some line-of-sight cover using this terrain. Very smart. He has managed to distract most of Aki's troops, and as a result, Caeltos is just capping the map right now. Surprisingly huge amount of the map is controlled right now by Caeltos. Granted, the second unit on the field for Aki is a Devastator squad, so it's not the most mobile thing ever. Now we will start seeing perhaps, where is that Devastator? Way over here on the right-hand side right now, just kind of suppressing away some gentlemen here who were just able to cap this victory point. And I love the fact, I called it a victory point, but you know what I mean, power node. I love the fact that over there he is upgrading that right now, just to kind of make that a little bit more annoying. Once again, the Chaos Lord is just putting some pressure on these gentlemen here. Ooh, yes, gonna burn them out during the middle of that combat. Looks like he bought the Combi Flamer, just trying to burn out the gentlemen who are hanging out inside this guard tower here. Continue to do some damage, however, they are getting healed by the Apothecary a little bit, and now they are out of there. So additional generators going down, and we have a second Devastator squad out on the field right now for Aki. So Aki going for double Devastators. Obviously, he wants some sort of really good control over the map right now. It's an interesting choice. I don't often see that. I really would have expected Assault Marines, just because they are so incredibly effective right now with the Apothecary. Anyhow, on the left-hand side, we can see double Heretic squads, and oddly enough, both Heretics have been upgraded to have grenade launchers. Perhaps seeing that there were no Assault Marines, he was fine with that. Just wanted to use it to take out the Devastators. Seems like not a bad idea. Again, we can just see this constant sort of suppression happening in both directions. Unfortunately, these Chaos Space Marines are a little bit stuck right now with suppression. Oh, taking a single model casualty right there. Going to have to back away. And central control is looking reasonably good for Aki. Left-hand side right now, though, we can see that the double grenade launcher is putting significant pressure here, taking out one generator, now having to back away a little bit from this Apothecary. No, it looks like instead they were actually trying to do a grenade barrage up here onto this Northern Tactical Marine squad, so that's actually pretty tight right there. Tactical Marines, however, adequately equipped with flamethrowers now, getting nitty-gritty right now and doing quite a bit of damage, but we'll see. There are a ton of Heretics here, so it really depends on how much damage they can actually get done. But of course, being backed up right now by the Apothecary just means they're going to take some heals and whatnot. However, you'll see that it's quite an intense melee battle there, even managing to get off a grenade launch in the middle of it, just to kind of get some knockback there. However, with the Apothecary on the field, that was definitely going to go towards Aki's favor there. Note, by the way, when these guys get the grenade launcher upgrade, they cannot Doom Blast anymore, so that was not an option there. Again, these Devastators, they're really going to hold down that victory point in the center just fine here. Left-hand side control as well. The Flamethrowers, of course, are a little bit more beat up, but these Chaos Space Marines are not going to be able to get in there before that heavy bolter is set up. So Aki, being very clever using using his suppression abilities right now to hold on to the field. That's looking pretty good there. Let's take a look around right now and just kind of see how we're doing for power and resources here. 49 versus 68. So Caeltos obviously has had control over most of the power on this map for now. He just finally losing this one this one power node here, even doing a tiny bit of generator damage, so he does have a little bit of a lead there. Obviously not getting a fourth unit here. He's likely just saving up for tier 3, not wanting to try, sorry, tier 2, not wanting to try and spend any extra money if he doesn't have to. You can see here right away here the grenades being put to good use. We'll hopefully see a grenade barrage here. Yeah, no, he's actually just firing straight at them normally. Gonna worship a little bit, hopefully, maybe gonna up the, yeah, there we go. There's the worship and the grenade barrage, knocking those gentlemen back. However, the Apothecary was able to land a heal just to kind of negate that damage. Still trying to get set up just in time. Oh, unfortunately moving back yet again, and just getting knocked all around like crazy with alternating grenade barrages right there. Good control over the barrage, despite good healing and whatnot. These guys are going to have to leave, meaning the Apothecary is just going to have to abandon this left-hand side for the time being. It's really cool to see all of these Heretics upgraded with the Aspiring Champions standing up against a bunch of Space Marines, because sometimes they get pushed around a little bit early game, but not this time. Again, Devastators are setting up here, but of course our Chaos Lord is just going to bolt right through all of that. You can see he does have his Dark Halo up right now, giving him a bit of an energy shield and the Combi Flamer. So that's pretty much. We do also have, it looks like Eternal War has been upgraded on these Chaos Space Marines here. So that's more or less the power consumption for Caeltos so far. He is almost tier 2, but Aki has been tier 2 for a little while. He's about halfway there. And right now, the Heretics are just going to kind of push on the left-hand side here. So Aki, obviously, mustering the rest of his troops, looking to push back up on the left and the right. He is being threatened on both sides, but as you can see, Scouts combined with the Devastator will be easy enough to be able to take care of some of this stuff here. The left-hand side, he's just going to have to be a little bit more careful with. Obviously, the grenade barrages can get quite a bit annoying. He is forced to kind of heal these guys while they are trying to capture that victory point there. They do get the victory point off, but as you can see, grenade barrage is just kind of going off all over the place.